Here is a review you are expecting. Number 10, we have a Sunwise Capital. Our score, 7.5 over 10. So when you think about Sunwise Capital, they will basically waive the bank statement requirements if you connect your personal or business bank account to their systems and you show your personal tax returns for the last 2 years. Okay, so when we talk about this loan, basically if they want you to have time in business from 3 months to 1 year, yearly revenue, basically $150,000, and they actually will give you a loan from 10 grand to $2 million. This is really good. And the credit score they will accept is 500 minimum. What we love about Sunwise Capital is the fact that they were really fast. They have no cost, no obligation approval, and they actually have a $500 guarantee that will basically, they were guaranteeing that they will get back to you as soon as you provide the paperwork. They will review as soon as possible. Okay. What we love about Sunwise Capital is that they have a constellation of online business loans for your startup that require no bank statement, no personal guarantee. You can use the cash for growth, expansion, or renovation. You can improve cash flow, working capital, new technology or equipment, insurance and tax payments, additional staffing or payroll, inventory, advertising. You can see there is a constellation of purposes you can use the money for. Fantastic. Number 9, we have here Toro. Our score, 7.9 over 10. So Toro, they will waive the bank statement requirements if you connect your personal or business bank account to their systems and show your personal tax returns for the previous year. Not 2 years, but only 1 year. With Toro, you can actually get for your startup loan, no bank statement, no personal guarantee. You can get funding up to $575,000. Okay. And in addition to that, if you're a good client, if you have a solid application, you could get an additional $125,000 to make it a total of $750,000. So $750,000. We love the fact that with Toro, they were really fast. Toro will get back to you within the same day. They have excellent customer service. They have a knowledgeable loan reps. That's what we love a lot, because if you are a startup and you are looking for a startup loan, no bank statement, no personal guarantee, you want to have a knowledgeable loan rep to sort of guide you through the process. And Toro does a great job at holding your hand and giving you the kind of advice you need to get your loan approved. And you can actually use the loan for down payment or acquisition when it comes to your business purchase. You can take care of inventory. You can buy technology. You can actually hire more people. You can use the cash for advertising and marketing. Not a problem. They don't have restrictions on the use of loan proceeds. Number 8, Clarify Capital. Our score, 8.1 over 10. By the way, welcome back to the show. Really appreciate having you here. It's just wonderful. We are discussing startup loan, no bank statement, no personal guarantee, 10 players that actually welcome you with open arms. Not a problem. So Clarify Capital, 8.1 over 10, they will waive the bank statement requirements if you connect your personal or business bank account to their systems and show your personal tax returns for the last 2 years. And the thing here is that with Clarify Capital, you have instant approval and funding within 24 hours. You can get funding from $10,000 to $750,000 for your startup loan. And the APR starts at 7%. You have flexible repayment options. We love that a lot. And you have 6 months to 2 years loan terms. Now, the only thing here is that with Clarify, the repayment window is kind of limited. So you have to be very careful about planning your cash flows, because if you only have 2 years maximum instead of say 5 years or 10 years, you really have to be very careful in terms of your cash flow. But overall, this is a great player. Okay, if you need help, you can actually call them 1-877-838-3919. You can do a lot with the cash flows from with the loan from a Clarify Capital. In addition to startup loans, they also provide lines of credit. They do factoring arrangements. They'll help you out with merchant cash advances if you so need it. So they have a constellation of loans also. Number 7, we have here Business Capital USA. Our score, 8.5 over 10. So they will waive the bank statement requirements if you connect your personal or business bank account to their systems and show your personal tax returns for the last 3 years. So what we love about Business Capital USA is the flexibility. So they can actually fund you up to $1 million. Okay, this is kind of cool. And they have no restrictions for the funds. So you can use the money to purchase inventory, buy equipment, hire additional staff, cover marketing costs, renovate or expand business, include new services or products, deal with equipment repairs, accommodate seasonal slowdowns in business, and what have you. So the window here is kind of open. Okay, so they do a lot of stuff, and in some cases they will actually help you sort of structure your application. But please talk to a loan rep before you start the whole application. So you can call them at 1-800-821-6460, 1-800-821-6460. Number 5, we have here Sutton Capital. Sudden Funny, by the way, Sudden Funny. Now, basically, number six, my fault. Number 6, we have Capital for Business. Our score, 8.6 over 10. So I just want to quickly remind everybody of today's topic. We're talking about startup loan, no bank statement, no personal guarantee, top 10 players who welcome you with open arms, okay? And so number 6, not number 5, but number 6, Capital for Business, our score, 8.6 over 10. So they will waive the bank statement requirements if you connect your personal or business bank account to their systems, show a business plan, and show your personal tax returns for the last 3 years. What we love about Capital for Business is that they have near instant approvals. So you have 24-hour funding. This is really good. They have a small business loan and startup loan and financing, not a problem. And you actually stand a chance to pre-qualify up to $500,000 in small business funding, including startup loan. This is really good. So they offer business loans, including startup loans from $4,000 to $1 million. Okay, so you have an easy application process, no obligation, and so you are able to get your funding in as little as 24 hours. We love that a lot. So all you have to do, you just have to apply in 3 steps. Tell them about your business, tell them about you, and connect your bank account. They're not asking you for a bank statement, but you need to connect your business bank account to their systems. Okay, and one thing I want to say here is that they actually offer a smorgasbord of business loans. We were talking about small business loans for startups, merchant cash advance programs for startups and established businesses. They do lines of credit, working capital loans, and they do a lot of stuff. Fantastic. Number 5, we have Sutton Funding. Our score, 8.9 over 10. And so they will waive the bank statement requirements if you connect your personal or business bank account to their systems and show your personal tax returns for the last 3 years. And with Sutton Funding, you can actually access for your startup loan amounts going all the way to $5 million. What we love is that we love the flexibility on the loan amount. This is fantastic. In terms of the repayment period, they are very, very flexible too. They're very generous. So they allow you to repay the loan, whatever loan you get, from 6 months to 10 years or longer. And so they accept new businesses, okay? So whether or not you're a startup or established business, not a problem. And in terms of business loan types, they do accounts receivable, business line of credit, business term loans, commercial real estate, finance, equipment financing, hard money, merchant cash advance, merchant credit card processing, SBA loans, and so on and so forth. Fantastic. Number 4, we have Fora Financial. Our score, 9 over 10. So Fora will waive the bank statement requirements if you show a business plan, connect your personal or business bank account to their system, and show your personal tax returns for the last 2 years. So when we think about Fora Financial, you're thinking about startup loans all the way to $500,000 in as little as 72 hours from approval. So when you get approved, so it takes about 2 to 3 days it takes about 1 to 2 days to be approved. And once you're approved, it will take another maximum 3 days to get your funds. Okay, you can qualify in minutes. This will not affect your credit. So they have a soft pull process, no obligation. In terms of requirements, they want you to have to be in business for 6 months. Okay, they want you to have $12,000 minimum in gross sales, no open bankruptcies. Okay, this is very important. And the thing here is that you can use for a financial loan for a smorgasbord of activities: marketing, payroll, expansion, paying bills, cash flow, inventory, renovation, taxes. Not a problem. They basically accommodate all kinds of legitimate business uses. Fantastic. So for our financial, 9/10. Number 4. Number 3, we have Zing. Zing, our score, 9.2/10. So they will waive the bank statement requirements if you connect your personal or business bank account to their systems and you show your personal tax returns for the last 4 years. Okay, so they provide actually, you can apply for a term loan for your startup, and this is kind of cool. And you can actually repay them. You can repay them from 6 months to 5 years. And startup loan amounts range from $10,000 all the way to $1 million. This is really good, and we love Zing for that. Zing funding for that because they are really generous with startups. Okay, think about that. And so the thing is that they want you to be in business for 6 months. That's the minimum. Personal credit above 500, monthly revenue above 10,000. Okay, and so this is what it is. But so you have affordable pricing, fast loan closing, financing specialists that will take care of you. Not a problem. So you can apply online, or you can even call them to start the process. 470-531-1715. Let me repeat that. 470-531-1715. Number 2, we have Quick Loans Direct. Our score, 9.3/10. So Quick Loans will waive the bank statement requirements if you connect your personal or business bank account to their systems and you show your personal tax returns for the last 3 years. One thing we love about Quick Loans Direct is that they're kind of new. I mean, they were actually they were funded about 7 to 8 years ago, but in the last 7 to 8 years, they've been kicking ass like crazy. And what we love is that they will actually approve you from 5,000 all the way to $1 million. Either if you're a startup, not a problem. Okay, if you are an established business, it's not a problem. We love the fact that they have a different model for underwriting startup loans. They basically look at a variety of factors to approve you, to see how solid, how much potential your startup has. Okay, and so basically, and when it comes to the types of loans that they actually provide, we also love the fact that they are very flexible. So they do same-day funding, business loans, business lines of credit, revenue advance, conventional loans. So this is really good. If you need help, you can give them a call, 1-888-532-6939. 1-888-532-6939. Number 1, the best of the best in our view. When it comes to startup loan, no bank statements, no personal guarantee, the top lenders who welcome you with open arms, the best of the best in our view, SMB Compass. Our score, 9.6/10. When it comes to SMB, they will actually waive the bank statement requirements if you connect your personal or business bank account to their systems and you show your tax returns for the last 3 years. Okay, so they actually provide instant business loans. This is fantastic, and you can qualify for loans all the way to $1 million, depending on the location of your startup. Okay, and we love the fact that they will actually work with you to make sure that you have the funds on time. So, and what we love about SMB is that they actually cover a variety of industries, from hotels to manufacturing, to transportation, to technology, to construction, to restaurants. Obviously, the list I'm giving you today is not exhaustive, so you can actually be in any industry that will consider your application. Not a problem. If you need more information, call 1-888-853-8922. 1-888-853-8922, or you can email info@smbcompass.com. info@smbcompass.com. Fantastic. I want to quickly give you an overview about today's conversation, because when we talk about startup loan, no bank statement, no personal guarantee, there are a few things we need to really explain so everybody's on the same page and people have a clear idea about what we are speaking about, right? And the thing I want to say here is that when we talk about this type of funding for startups, you need to understand exactly what we're talking about. So if you want to get a startup loan, no bank statement, no personal guarantee, I think I kind of alluded to it before. You need to clearly understand what type of funding programs we are speaking about. So you have a constellation of funding programs. You have revenue-based loans. You have loans that do not ask for a bank statement. The only thing is that the lender needs to have a clear idea, or at least a general idea, of what kind of revenue you are pulling. That's why they are asking you to connect your bank account to their systems. So if you don't want to provide bank statements, that's fine. But they want you to connect your bank account to their systems, which means what? It means that you need to have a business bank account. To qualify for this kind of loans, you cannot not have a business bank account. You cannot have a bank account in general. Because the thing is, they want to track things. They want to see that you have cash inflows and cash outflows. Otherwise, they're not releasing the funds. And when we talk about, and if you were to be approved for this type of loans, basically they will ask for some kind of collateral, not from you, but they can ask for some kind of collateral embedded in the loan itself. That's why sometimes they talk about asset-based financing. In other words, you are actually financing your assets. This could be your accounts receivable. In that case, we have invoice factoring, we have invoice financing, we have merchant cash advances. So those are asset-based financing types. You can also have equipment financing. This is also important to actually note, because the equipment remains the underlying collateral here. Okay. You can also have commercial real estate funding programs that actually take the property as the underlying program and the underlying property, the underlying asset. So this constitutes the collateral upon which the lender knows if push comes to shove, they'll just seize the property to sort of make good on the loan. So it's really important to understand that. So there's no free dinner here. So when people hear the terms startup loan, no bank statement, no personal guarantee, you got to have some skin in the game. And the skin is that you need to have some kind of a proof that you are generating legit business. So, and this start with showing your business tax returns or your personal tax returns, as well as your bank statements. You have to connect your bank to their systems. Let me give you a few pro tips here. I want to help you actually qualify for this type of loans. The thing here is that when you are thinking about startup loan, no bank statements, no personal guarantee, if things become very complicated for you, you want to direct your effort to another type of loan that's called quick business loans for startups. The thing here is that those loans, unfortunately, they have high APRs, but fortunately, they provide funding real fast. But all the players that I just gave you into this conversation, from Sunwise to Toro to Clarify to Business Capital to Capital for Business, Sutton Financing, Sutton Funding, Florida Financial, Zing, Quick Loans Direct, SMB, they do have programs whereby they give you the cash real fast. And the requirements are a little more flexible. They're a little more lenient. Okay, so because the whole thing is that those lenders are trying to mitigate risk. So if they give you the funds real fast, chances are they are actually charging you fees up front, or they are raising a very high APR on the loan. So at the end of the day, it's all about you knowing exactly what you need the money for and what you are willing to pay for it. Okay, so think about quick business loans. You can get a quick business loans if you don't get them through banks or credit unions, which you cannot get anyway if you're a startup, because those institutions, I'm talking about banks and credit unions, are more risk averse than the alternative and online lenders that I have listed into this conversation. As a matter of fact, into this conversation, all of these lenders, the 10 lenders, they are called alternative lenders. Okay. and they are more risk takers. They are comfortable with folks who have a credit score of 500 or 550 and what have you. They don't see that as a deal breaker. Okay, so how does an instant business loan work? Well, you apply in minutes, you review and accept your offer. So if you are eligible, you will receive an instant pre-qualified offer to review and select your desired repayment term and initial draw amount. The thing is that for this kind of loan, you can get actually up to $100,000. Okay, so once approved, you can actually draw funds, not a problem, and start paying back. One thing I forgot to tell you here is that those loans not only have a high APR and a few other charges, but they have a very short window when it comes to the repayment. In other words, their tenor is sort of limited. So instead of having, let's say, 5 years or 10 years for repayment, for example, on these loans, they might ask you to actually repay the loan back within 1 year or 18 months. So it's all about how the lender feels about your business and your risk profile overall. Thank you so much. Before I actually do a recap here, I just want to quickly acquaint you with our business loan evaluation approach. We do have a strong approach when it comes to evaluating business loans on this show, and when it comes to categorizing and assessing those loans. So check this out. All right, let me do a quick recap here. So I was just talking to you today about startup loan, no bank statement, no personal guarantee. The top 10 lenders welcoming you with open arms. Number 1, we have SMB Compass, 9.6 over 10. Number 2, we have here Quick Loans Direct, 9.3 over 10. Number 3, we have Zing, 9.2 over 10. Number 4, we have Fora Financial, 9 over 10. Number 5, we have Sutton Funding, 8.9 over 10. Number 6, we have Capital for Business, 8.6 over 10. Number 7, we have here Business Capital USA, 8.5 over 10. Number 8, we have Clarify Capital, 8.1 over 10. Number 9, we have here Toro, 7.9 over 10. And number 10, we have Sunwise Capital, our score, 7.5 over 10. I will see you next time. God bless you. And until next time, please remember, stay marvelous.